All right, guys, what I got here is all the cabinets removed. Now, like I was saying, the inspector guy wants me to open the wall before I call him up so that I can see what I'm working with and have diagram drawn up before we fill out a permit. So I got the stuff to support the ceiling. We're gonna start with this, and as you can see, the board is long enough to go from that one all the way down to the end before it gets to the plywood. So I am gonna put it on this side. I'm gonna make me a little beam that the new truss jacks will go on. Let's get a look at these things, shall we? These were actually a little bit cheaper than the other ones I was looking at. Do not exceed the recommended load. But when we come right here, maximum extension is 2,588. And minimum extension is 11,200 pounds. So maximum would be 150 inches. And this is on 96 because it's 8-foot wall. But yeah, I found some better ones, heavier duty, and they were only about 114. There'll be a link in the description. Hopefully I can find a link. If there's no link in the description, just look for truss jacks. You know, they gotta go the height of your ceiling, and luckily mine's pretty much average size ceiling. They weren't too hard to find. But let me go ahead and take these. I'm gonna build me a beam, and I'll check back in after I get my beam built. All right, just to show you my makeshift beam. Just two 2x4s nailed together vertical, and one going on top on the horizontal, and that'll bat up against the sheetrock right by them lights. And I did 2 screws and then staggered the screws for, I know it should be nails, but it's easier to take the screws out. And then I did screws all the way down from one end to the other on the sides. So let's go ahead and build this thing. The pins are inside. Alright, got them attached with my lag bolts, about 4 in each. I know I should have 2x6s on this, but this is what I got. I don't feel like going to the lumber yard right now. It's about 30 minutes away. So we're gonna see if this works. I'm gonna put it right behind them lights. Let's get her done. The pins that go in there, pretty good thick size. Let's see where we're at. Okay, they just sit in the plates. The plates are kind of a guide. All right, I had to take it back off. I was not aware that there's a second set of holes. Get them all lined up before you put it on there. And you see, it goes through all 3 tubes. sits on it. Might want to make sure you get those in before you put them on, or else you got to take them off and line it back up. Tucker! Asen! Somebody! Hand me one of those pins.
What, these?
Yes! God damn it! Go push that up! Go push it up! Don't worry, you're not. Come on, can you do it?
I bet. You got it?
What? We get all level. Alright guys, I got the jacks in. They're almost straight. What you see here? I don't know. Should be a 2x6s. And I'm going to start the crank on this and see how it acts. But you see, and these truss jacks will extend another full length of that because it has an inside diameter as well that goes inside this, so it'll even go up further. But I only telescoped the first part, so I think it has pretty good strength to it. And you want to make sure anytime you're lifting with a heavy load, see I got my leg screws on, that you have it level in both directions. And I put my truss jack, see, there's the truss. Made sure that the truss is right under the truss jack. I am hoping that this board will support this truss, and this truss as it picks that one and that one up. And then you have one on the outside of each way. And it's got double pins, real thick pins too. You can see there. And they're going through 2 pieces of metal right there and 1 piece of metal there. So you can see the extra tube in there. But so it'll be pretty solid. 12,500 pounds lifting capability. I think we're about to put that to the test. All I'm wanting to do is see a gap over here at the trusses, which probably won't be able to because they're probably nailed. But I'm gonna go ahead and crank on it a little bit and see what's up. About 4 inches, maybe 4.5. Okay, we're at 4. Went to a 4 1/8. Let's see what the other side's at. Over there we have 4 5/8. I think I'm gonna call it good. I mean, it's pushing it up. You can see. Look at this thing. You can see where it's starting to do that. Now, I'm not taking this wall out. I'm just putting the supports up here so I can remove all the sheeting and everything on this wall to see how bad it is. It looked like we already had, I pulled up a little bit more flooring and there was ants. It looked like ants running right here. And you know what that means. I think the termites are in an active situation, but we'll see. I'll show you when I get it all taken off here. But also, I want to show you what I was trying to achieve here. I mean, I know I'm still nailed to it. And pretty much, until it's not squatting it now. Pulled up some of the pressure. Now this one you don't see a big gap, or a big gap, none of them you do. This one's still squatting it down a little bit. That one's really still squatting it down. You can tell that the weight's off that one. It might still have some weight on it. But I have the support on there as tight as I'm gonna get it because I don't want to fuck nothing up any worse than it already is. You can see right there, we already lifted the ceiling. It kind of bows down on past that, but that might be where the sheetrock crunched up onto the trusses. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna have to cut this piece of sheetrock out. May have ruined it, but we'll see. As you can see behind me, I got it out. I got the wall ripped off. And here's what we got. I ripped off all that side, and since the box soffit or whatever fur down came all the way over to here, I went ahead and just came all the way down. See the conditions of the walls, which this wall here looks just fine. I didn't really see any actual termite damage to the actual studs on this one, but this wall here needs repaired, replaced. I took it all out just like that. And then I was just going to bring it to here, to the door frame, but I seen that. And then come over here. Used to be an old window here. I think this is where they originally started at. Because when you come over here, you go down. Looky there. That's the worst damage of it all. I didn't put any support up on this part because I already had that support up. I didn't do this part because I only got 2 of them truss jacks. I should have got 4 like I was talking about, but I was just thinking, well, I'll just get 2 of them and that ought to be enough just to support it and tear off the sheeting, because I'm not going to tear the wall out. I'm going to do a termite treatment and then I'm just going to put a new wall up there and do all this. But I found this, and isn't that crazy? Might still be some live termite work stuff going on. I'm about to make a video on doing the termite treatment. I found out that the termite treatment costs about $1,500 to $2,000 on this house, so yay. I still have to have the city inspector come in and, tell me exactly what I'm allowed to get away with. I need to make a blueprint and show him what I'm wanting to do, get a permit. I hope he ain't too mad that he told me to open it up. He told me to support the walls. So here I am, opened up, supported the walls. But in the meantime, while I fix this room up, if you remember right, this was the kitchen. I took the kitchen, boom! Guess what? Got a new kitchen. Took my little utility sink out from the garage. Remember I told you I was going to try to use that other thing? Well, it was so bad and fell apart, I just broke it down and threw it away. And I drilled a couple extra holes so I'd have a sprayer and a soap dispenser on my little utility sink here. I now had to build this little housing for the dishwasher because this is a dishwasher that was in the cabinet. And my kids ain't going to do no hand washing on dishes, and I don't really feel like doing it. So, yeah, I had to bring the dishwasher over. I also switched the regular plugs for the GFCI, ground fault circuit plugs. That way if they get any kind of moisture on them, they trip and the house don't burn down. Over here I can show I even got one over here, a little water line back there, and the electric plug, which is over there. I had to take it on the other side of this wall is where that stove was, so I just put it through on this side of the wall. I did actually take the plug in that was over on this wall. There was a plug that came down right here, and I took the plug off, and it came from over here. It looped down from over here, so I just I know that it's a designated refrigerator power cord because it says so on the breaker box. I was just like, well, I'll just take it from over there and put it over here, and that way it's protected. But I gotta put up my little child barriers so Ryder don't come over here. Build a little baby gate. That's the fun of doing it while we're living here and having 4 kids while we're doing it. And then I have to put something over there too, so it isn't going back in there. You can see also that we got some mold there. So that's on the back side of the wall. I'm gonna have to go in and rip that off. There's a bunch of cabinets on the back side of it. I gotta rip those cabinets out so I can get to this side of it. But this is our temporary kitchen for a while. It'll give me access. And if you see, I pulled up all the flooring. See, they used to have a wall that went down there. It also corresponds with up here. See, there was a wall. That's why I wanted to rip the flooring up before I had the inspector come over. And you can see right here. It's not necessarily a wall right there. That might have just been where the carpet tack strip was, because it's not very wide. It's only about as wide as the tack strip was. But this over here, I'm pretty sure there was a wall right there. And this was all driveway or garage. And they took the damn walls out from right here and over there. There was probably a door along here somewhere. I'd probably see it if I pulled this up, this bar. Yeah, there's a door there somewhere. And this was a kitchen. Just this little area here. By taking out that wall, they put in the island. So, this crap right here, the termite damage. So I ended up having to skin this whole wall. And then I put in, and I'll probably make a video on the wall when I sister it up and what the building inspector says and all that. You know, I have to have them come in for the permit to put it up. I went in there to ask for the permit to do the demo, and he says, well, you know, you don't know exactly what you're wanting to do yet. You don't know how bad the damage is, so go ahead and get it opened up and have me come up when you're ready to get a permit to go ahead and do the work, you know, the rebuilding it or repairing it or whatever. And so that's where I'm at with that. But seeing all the termite damage, I'm about to do a termite video. I'm going to shoot that on the other phone because I don't have enough memory on this phone. So it's going to be another video. Thanks for watching, and share it. Give me some subscribers so I can be a little bit more amped to go ahead and add more stuff on here. The more subscribers I got, the more work I'll put into the videos. But anyways, I'll see you on the next video. Since this video, I've had the city come in. He didn't want to give advice due to the unpermitted addition that was built. He recommended me call the structural engineer. So I've made some calls, and they should get back with me sometime. So in the meantime, I will be working on a termite treatment video. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video and want to follow my process, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Hey man, while you're at it, check out my other YouTube channels. The Stay Home Dad, the Backend Handyman, the Dorcher Family, and the Average Stoner. Just a little bit of what I do from day to day as a stay-home dad.